Now, it seems to me at the minute, every time I make a video, I wear the same outfit, but the reality is just my, like, chill out, you know, video making outfit. Sounds really weird, but yeah, that's sort of the reason. I do have other clothes. I think, well, I do. I know I do. Today's video is a rumour transfer episode. It's actually very, very big. Now, I was going to make this video yesterday, but I was at MBA London. Now, that was pretty insane. There was loads of famous people there. I mean, I was a picture, right? I was not sat too far away. But there was Giroud, Bellerin, Monreal. Then we had Lacazette, Griezmann, all sat in a little row there. Literally, you know, not too far away from me. So that was why I didn't make a video yesterday, because I was at that game. There were so many like famous footballers. There was Sir Alex Ferguson, Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne. There was so many people there. And then there was like Troy Deeney. And then there was Andre Gray. I mean, the list actually goes on. It's huge. Forgot to mention all the Tottenham boys. Moussa Dembele, Ericsson, Eric Dyer was there. Who else was there? Vertonghen was there. Alderweireld was there. Vaughan was there. Just so many people was there last night. So yeah, that's where I was yesterday. That was pretty insane. I haven't really got any footage to show you, but yeah, check it out if you haven't seen it. It was decent. So for a confirmed episode this weekend, drop a like and a thumbs up down below. Let's get 3,000 thumbs up on this video for a confirmed episode this weekend. Lots of stuff going on this week. Lots of rumours as well. That's why we're bringing it here on Friday night. Now, insane stuff, right? First player, of course, you wanted to get grip stuff. That link will be up here or up there. First player is Alexis Sanchez. Now, it's to Manchester United. Pretty interesting stuff. He's been linked with City now for a while. United look like they're going to try and hijack him. So it's a crazy, crazy situation. You know, if he goes in the summer, he's going to go for nothing. So if Arsenal get any money for him, they need to get rid of him in January. So let's have a look. Man City, bulk, or whatever. Oh, I don't know what word that is. But anyway, Arsenal have a valuation of £35 million, which is pretty big considering he's out of contract in 6 months. And City are not interested in paying any more than £20 million for him. So United could step in and, you know, snatch him from City here. Now, according to Sky Sports, okay, Manchester City are not prepared to pay Arsenal's transfer fee demand for Alexis Sanchez. Now, apparently the Premier League leaders are understood to be unwilling to go beyond a £20 million fee for Sanchez, given there is a chance they could get him for absolutely nothing in the summer when his contract expires. So what is going to happen here? This is the biggest one. This is going to be a big transfer sort of, you know, brain whatever. But with Manchester United also interested, City are prepared to risk losing out on the player altogether. City believe Sanchez is keen to join them and link up with manager Pep Guardiola for a second time, of course. Barcelona history there, following their successful spell together at Barcelona. Well, basically what I just said, yeah. Apparently Sanchez is keen to leave Arsenal in the current window. He's not prepared to wait for the summer, and Gunners boss Arsene Wenger appeared to resign to losing him in his pre-match news conference on Friday ahead of Sunday's trip to Bournemouth. He actually said a bidding war is always beneficial to the club who can take advantage of it, but we are not in that. That's what he said. He said, it's not that I don't want to inform you, you know, talking to the media, but I don't want to give you wrong information. At the moment, nothing is decided one way or another. So he doesn't really know what's happening. We don't really know what's happening. He's not really, you know, not really letting on to the media there. He's just saying that, you know, something is going on behind the scenes. We don't know what, but something is. I maintain what I said many times, that normally he should stay here to the end of the season, but we will see. That sounds like, yeah, that sounds like he's off, doesn't it? It just does. So there we go. First player of the episode is Alexis Sanchez. Looks like he's going to be leaving to either the Manchester clubs. If he goes to City this window, probably a Premier League title, but apparently United can offer him more wages. So is it title or more wages and potential title next season maybe or something? I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. Sanchez being the first player, pretty insane. Now another player looks like he's leaving Arsenal this week, or, you know, going to happen the weekend or maybe next week. I don't really know, but it's pretty insane stuff. Well, it's pretty interesting. We've got Theo Walcott. Now this is a guy that's been at Arsenal for years now. Southampton was also going to try and sign him previously, but Everton have come in. They're trying to swoop in now. Like I said here on BBC Sport, Everton in negotiations to sign Arsenal forward permanently, okay? So they don't want him on loan or anything silly like that. They want him on a permanent basis. Everton manager Sam Allardyce says the club is negotiating with Arsenal to sign Theo Walcott on a permanent deal. Allardyce actually said the 28-year-old forward would be a fantastic addition who would offer goal-scoring threat, which Everton need. We all know that. He actually added, if it's possible to be over the line, I'd be delighted. It's not imminent, but negotiations are ongoing. So they're definitely talking. The two clubs, the agents, the management, whatever, they're all talking. So basically, if a fee's going to be agreed, then yeah, he's going to leave Arsenal. That's what it's going to be. So it's pretty insane, to be honest. Arsenal already looking like they're going to lose two players this transfer window, obviously one being one of their best players and one being, you know, one of the history of the club, to be honest. He's been there since he was like 16. He's got a long history of Arsenal, been there for so many years. He bleeds Arsenal through and through, but if he's going to leave Arsenal and Sanchez leaves Arsenal, then Özil leaves Arsenal, what's going to happen to the club? I mean, their fans are already like fuming and stuff. What's actually going to happen? Now, I take my hat off to a lot of you lot. It seems like a struggle at the minute to support Arsenal, but you've got to get behind your team and try and get behind your players, because at the minute, it looks like your best one's going to leave. It's going to be a great shame, but both of them in this January window, midway through the season as well, which just makes it even worse. Now, I'm going to give you a bit of positive news, Arsenal fans, next. Maybe you might sign a player to replace one or two of these. So, hopefully, you know, this can happen for you, because you probably deserve it if you're going to lose all these players. Malcom is the guy that Sose going to be going to Arsenal as they prepare to sell Sanchez. BBC Sport, this is. So, this is pretty good concrete stuff. Now, it says here, forward Alexis Sanchez will leave Arsenal in January if a suitable offer arrives and a replacement is secured. We already know that. Apparently, Arsenal are reluctant to sell him without this deal for Malcom going forward. So, they really want Malcom to sign. If they don't get Malcom to sign, they may keep him and let him go for nothing. I don't really know. So, what's interesting about this guy is I saw on Snapchat the Brazilian forward Malcom, who's obviously playing in France currently. He is currently learning English. He posted on his Instagram story of him practicing English, learning English and stuff. To me, that says a little bit about the future, to be honest. You can read what you want to read into that, but there's got to be a bit of truth behind that, hasn't there? It's got to be. So yeah, pretty crazy stuff. Obviously, I don't know why, but the first 3 players have all included Arsenal. 2 departing, 1 coming in. This Malcom geezer that's coming in does look pretty good, and he's also learning English as well. We don't know if it's going to happen because it depends on the Sanchez deal. So whatever happens to Sanchez will determine what happens with Malcom. But either way, if Arsenal lose these 2 players, they've got to go sign a new player. They just have to. And Malcom was the 3rd one. Now, every week I like to, you know, include a little, like, sort of BS story, if you like. One that an article's come out and reported, and something that I think is worth chucking in the video. We can talk about it, we can laugh about it, we can discuss it in the comment section down below. You can do whatever you want, but the next one is one of the biggest players in the world, if not the biggest player in the world, actually. Now, it's actually Cristiano Ronaldo to Chelsea or PSG. Both teams are so interested in him. Now, I don't know where this has come about. Okay, Sergio Ramos has made this happen or something. It says here, Sergio Ramos drops Cristiano Ronaldo bombshell to Real Madrid Chiefs. Now, it says here, Real Madrid star Sergio Ramos has told Perez, which is obviously the chairman or whatever of Real Madrid, he wants Cristiano Ronaldo axed. Wow, I mean, this is a big article. Really strange stuff. Now, we don't know what the truth is in this, because Ramos apparently and Ronaldo are supposed to be good friends, you would have thought, but for some reason Sergio Ramos has gone behind Ronaldo's back to get him axed. Now, I don't know how this article would know about this. I don't know how these journalists would actually even know about this. I mean, how can these guys know, but Ronaldo doesn't, and we all know now, and I'm reporting it to you lot? Like, it just doesn't make sense. All of it doesn't make sense. I don't even know how they've managed to make an article out of this, to be honest. So, according to this article here, he's actually told people he wants to finish his career at Real Madrid, which is obviously pretty interesting if that's the case. I think he might finish at Real Madrid. I don't think he's going to go to Chelsea. I mean, to be honest, he may actually go to PSG one day, because, you know what, I mean, actually, would he want to go there and play alongside Neymar? And I don't know. I mean, if he goes there, it's probably a league title guaranteed for him over there, which is obviously something he'd probably be quite interested in. And they pay pretty good salaries as well, I hear. But leaving Real Madrid for Chelsea, never going to happen, I don't think. This is just, I don't know, rubbish rumour of the week. I like to include one in every video, just to show you guys what people are actually reporting out there, and they're actually talking about. It's Ronaldo off to Chelsea, which is just not going to happen. Next up, we've got a player leaving Liverpool, actually, which is pretty interesting. They've already lost a player this transfer window, which was obviously Coutinho. He featured in the last episode's confirmed episode. If you haven't seen that, I think there'll be something here or something here. That'll be a card or something that you can go over and watch that video if you want to. That has all the recent January signings on it. But anyway, we've got Daniel Sturridge going to Newcastle, the next one. So we know that the situation at Liverpool's hard. He's always been injured. He's got so many players ahead of him that are banging goals. It's hard for him to get into the team. He's coming off the bench, sometimes not even making the squad. Now, Newcastle have hopes of signing him, but the big thing that's holding him back and the big thing that's stopping the deal is his wages, okay? Because the Magpies looked into signing the England international on loan, but the Liverpool man is on around 120 grand a week, which they can't compete with and they can't match. Currently, Newcastle's top earner is Shelby on 80k a week, so he would automatically become, you know, the highest paid player at Newcastle if he joins. He's got a lot of injury problems, so do they want to sign a player who's their most expensive player ever they've ever had at the club or whatever? Maybe, I don't really know if that's true, and maybe not get the minutes out of him they need because he's always injured or he's always this or he's always that. I don't know, but I don't think they're going to do it because his wages are too much. Now, they actually did inquire about Danny Ings as well at the start of the season, but they were told the player wants to fight for his place at Liverpool after assessing his situation later in January. So Danny Ings is out of the question. It looks like he wants to try and break into the team. That's another thing as well. They've got Firmino, obviously Mane, they've got Salah who's banging the goals. Sturridge, you've got Danny Ings. It's like 5 forwards, and, you know, you can see why it wouldn't be easy for Sturridge to get back in the squad. You can see why he'd probably want to leave, especially because there's a World Cup this year. He may be thinking, to get back into the England team, I need to move, I need to get playing, and that might be the best option for him if he wants to go to the World Cup. Now, apparently, Benitez actually said today, still doesn't know if he's got any budget to spend on any players. He still doesn't know what's happening, even though the owner, Mike Ashley, who's now sold the club, I believe, he's got back off holiday, and Benitez still doesn't know if he can sign any players. So, the situation at Newcastle doesn't really look great, I think, but the future looks good. Obviously, sold the club. I know a lot of fans wanted that, but would they get Daniel Sturridge? Nah, I mean, not unless he takes a wage cut, which I don't think he's gonna. Last but not least, we got a bit of, actually, it's positive news for Chelsea fans, because it could be negative, but it's positive. You know the rumours there, Hazard to Real Madrid. It's been there for years, but yesterday at the MBA London thing, which I was actually talking to you guys about earlier, he was there, I was there, didn't chat to him personally, but he actually did say on an interview that he wants to sign a new Chelsea contract, regardless of the Real Madrid interest, which is positive stuff. Now, it says here, Eden Hazard confirms he will snub Real Madrid and sign a new contract at Chelsea. Said this yesterday at the game. Eden Hazard says he will put pen to paper and commit his future to Chelsea amid continued speculation of a move to the Spanish giant. Now, the Belgian, whose contract expires in 2 years, appeared to be stalling on a new deal and made no secret for his desire to play under Zinedine Zidane at Bernabeu one day. But speaking to the Mirror at NBA London last night, Hazard offered Blues fans hope that they would obviously retain their blue star. Now, he actually said Courtois is also on the verge of signing a new deal as well. Let me tell you what Hazard said yesterday in this interview. He was asked whether he would sign a new contract. He replied saying yes, and he actually turned around and said, I think Thibaut first, and then I will sign. So he's saying Courtois will sign one first, and then Hazard will sign one. So that's a double whammy for Chelsea fans. That's actually some really good positive news from this episode. Usually it's negative for teams, but good in this situation. So yes, guys, there are 6 players there that are rumoured to be going to teams, obviously, this January transfer window. Some positive stuff, but then obviously some negative stuff as well, like a lot of players leaving Arsenal and stuff. I'm going to give my final thoughts and opinions on all the players now. You guys can give your comments and opinions in the comment section down below if you want to. Now, the first player is Sanchez to Man City, or Man United if you like. Now, I don't know what's going to happen here. I know he's going to leave Arsenal. It's pretty obvious he's going to leave Arsenal. It's basically a situation of, will he go for the money to United, or will he go to City for the title? Now, we don't know, because it looks like Arsenal want too much money. So, I think it's a 50-50 between the two teams, but 100% he's going to leave. 100%. Theo Walcott, Everton. Now, I think he's going to leave Arsenal. I do think, you know, it's been a couple of clubs interested in him now, and negotiations are happening, so I think this is like an 80% chance of happening. I think Everton could sign him. Then we've got Malcom to Arsenal. I think this is very likely. The fact that he's now earning English and he put it on his Instagram, I think this is like a 70% chance it could happen, Malcom, yeah. We're going to see you in the Prem, probably. Ronaldo, Chelsea, I'm just going to come out there and say 0%. But the PSG, I don't know, maybe 10%? It's definitely more likely in Chelsea, but it's not really that likely, is it? Then we got Sturridge to Newcastle. Sturridge Newcastle is, yeah, I think that's a 30% chance. I'm going to give a 30% chance. I think he could leave Liverpool, but I don't know if Newcastle can afford his wages. That's the big problem. Then we got Eden Hazard of Real Madrid. Don't know, 10%. I think interest has always been there, but he said he's going to sign a new deal, so we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, guys, take it easy. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. More videos coming soon. Peace.